night. A loving mother, a flame-eating father. Look up. Cherish both her caring.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good! So soft. But isn't this a little too sweet?
It is a bit sweet, but there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness.
Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time.
There's no need to be nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious.
I'm glad you like it. But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cake so much? Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquei Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner of a nearby street. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me. But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine.
So this is where you were.
Senior Fufu, you're back.
Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Siloom Bay. We should go take a look.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here, too. And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them?
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Yixuan Shifu were here. She'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty. And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yishu Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquay Summit.
Mr. Liu! My brother, he's just...
Yeshun Guang. Facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
Excuse me, but who might you be?
Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquay Summit's current...
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yixuan's new disciple. As for these flowers, they've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old capital fell, and we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay, I'll try. Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
Important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions. I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does right by... That's all I needed to hear. Yeshun Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword. Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunquay Summit's honor more seriously than anything. But I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Liu? Is he one of our seniors at Yunquay Summit or something?
He's an elder of Yunquay Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Yixuan Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Yixuan Shifu was the only one from Yunquay Summit who survived the Phylum Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, He was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
Feels like he's kind of strict with you.
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must live up to that title that comes with the responsibility. He's just got high expectations for me. Alright, enough of that. It's getting late and I need to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. Oh right, the osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time, but next time I'll make the perfect batch for you to try. It's a promise, okay? See you tomorrow.
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Ye Shuyun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shuyun some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr. Liu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However, my information is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator. Meanwhile, Ye Shuyun's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end he was possessed by the creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the creator's control and awaken Ye Shuyun.
It's all thanks to Xiaoguang. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to suppress that monster or rescue Senior Ye.
Yet everything comes with a price. And that price... Xiaoguang, you used the power of the Qingming sword, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Ye Shuyun left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Ye Shuyun colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Phylum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunquay Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. but the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the Creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunquei Summit, and that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Ye Shuyuan has done real damage to Yunquei Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns. We'll deal with it properly then.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the Creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear. And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the Creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the Creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we are to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But
Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember? You really can't keep pushing yourself like this anymore.
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunquei Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power, and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Ye Shunguang, you need to rest.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
thank you, Junior. I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No. I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you all for your cooperation.
Whoa.
I'm still a little worried. Sure, Xiaoguang looks fine now, but who knows if that sword's influence might get worse. It won't be good if she really does lose all of her memories. Maybe we should reach out to Ishu and Shifu again?
That makes sense. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss, is there anything we can do?
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger. And after that, there's no turning back.
No way.
But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained. So you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help, but after what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang. I'm sure she'll understand too.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power. But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Xu Yan joined Yunque Summit, Mr. Liu thought Xu Yan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for. After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her. Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone. Until the Keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance. None of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Liu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next. The way she looked just now. She must be really hurting inside.
I agree. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't good. Maybe I should go check in on her?
I still have something I need to take care of, so if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her it's my fault.
Wise? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's just, when I knocked earlier, I heard a strange noise from inside. I thought something might have happened, so I came in to take a look.
Thank you. I'm fine, really. But you... my diary?
Don't worry. I just got here. I didn't read your diary.
If it's you, I don't really mind. It's just trivial everyday things anyway. Nothing special.
Oh, you're both here! Perfect. I was just about to go looking for you. Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that. Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
Xiaoguang, I've been meaning to tell you. You don't always have to be the understanding one. It's all right to feel bothered, to feel sad. Anyone would. I would, if I were in your situation. Those feelings are perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. So, remember, you don't have to carry all of it alone, okay?
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
All right. Shifu also asks us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine. Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Uh-huh? A test? Alright then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Alright, first question. What did we have back at Yumcha Scene?
The Moonbell Osmanthus cakes, made with the very first golden blossoms picked this morning. Soft, sweet, and melt right in your mouth. They go perfectly with tea. I also asked you if memories are like tea leaves that fall to the bottom of the cup, so deep that they never surface again. And you told me that memories aren't reflections in a teacup, and that the tea leaves can still float back up if something stirs them one day.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
When you were doing fortune reading for everyone, what role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master. And Bowlion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
Right again!